Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of African Prime Report TV, your go-to channel for the latest news, in-depth analysis, and stories that matter across Africa and beyond. And today, we are diving deep into a heated political clash in Nigeria that is sparking debates nationwide. We've got a story about taxes, politics, and the future of the economy, all tied to the upcoming 2027 elections. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now, turn on notifications, and join our growing community. And if you enjoy what we do, please like, share, and comment. It's the best way to support us and help our channel grow. Remember, the only way you can truly back African Prime Report TV is by liking, sharing, and commenting on our videos. We thank you so much for your continued support. You've been key to our journey. Stick with us to the end because we've got some thought-provoking questions for you. Let's get into it. Now, let's start with the main story that's buzzing on social media and in political circles. It all began with a viral video from Amaechi, the former Minister of Transportation and ex-governor of Rivers State. In the clip, Amaechi sounded a strong warning to Nigerians about what he calls a dangerous tax law. He claimed that if the All Progressive Congress or APC wins the 2027 general elections, this law would kick in right after, and it could spell big trouble for everyone from business owners to everyday workers.
By January next year, February next year, all of you will be in trouble if APC wins. Go and check. What you check? There is a tax law. Because George Tinubu, why is the tax law not being implemented? Ujo election. Immediately after election, APC will implement the tax law. The tax law is if I pay you 100 million naira for your building materials, automatically 25 million will leave your account. If you say it's a lie, take my statement to your lawyer. Tell your lawyer, give me the tax law and explain it to me. I'm a lawyer. The moment you pay, I come here, you give me building materials, you say it's 100 million, you say, if you say 20 million, if I pay you 20 million, Tinubu will collect 2.5. If you say it's 500,000 naira, Tinubu will collect, you collect 2,500. 25% of every payment you get will go to the federal government. Okay, so let's even leave that. How does it affect everybody? It doesn't affect you alone. How does it affect everybody? If I come and I'm a landlord and I'm building a house, you charge me 25% because you won't bear it alone. You will transfer it to the person who bought it. I will go and put 25% on the rent. If the rent, the man who rented the house is a doctor, to treat you, he will do what? If he's a carpenter, what will he do? You see, I don't even mind the tax. What I mind is that even after the tax, the money goes into private.
This video spread like wildfire on platforms like X, with many people sharing it and debating its truth. But it didn't take long for a response from the presidency. Bayo Onanuga, the special advisor to the President Tinubu on information and strategy, fired back on his ex-handle. He accused Amaechi of spreading lies. Onanuga wrote, Amaechi caught spreading lies about the tax act. The former governor has really slipped so low, misleading people about the law. He even hinted that this might be a part of a campaign strategy for the African Democratic Congress and ahead of 2027, asking, is this blatant falsehood a foretaste of ADC campaign strategy during the campaign for 2027 election? To give you some background, Amaechi is a big name in Nigerian politics. He served as governor of Rivers State from 2007 to 2015, and then as Minister of Transportation under President Muhammadu Buhari from 2015 to 2022. He's known for big projects like the Lagos-Ibadan Railway, but he's had ups and downs with the APC. He ran for president in the 2022 primaries but lost to Tinubu. Recently, there are rumors he's leaning towards the ADC, which could explain the tension. On the other side, Bayo Onanuga is a journalist turned presidential spokesman, always quick to defend the administration policies. Now, let's clear up what this tax law is really about, because there is a lot of confusion. From what we've gathered, Amaechi seems to be referring to Nigeria's recent tax reforms. President Tinubu signed 4 major tax bills into law back in June 2025, and they took effect from January 1st, 2026. That's already this year. These are the Nigerian Tax Act, the Nigerian Tax Administration Act, the Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Act, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Act. The goal is to make taxes simpler, boost government revenue, and help the economy grow without hitting the poor too hard. Contrary to Amaechi's claim, there is no 25% automatic deduction on payments like building materials. Let's break it down simply. The reforms actually reduced some taxes. For example, company income tax dropped from 30% to 25% for big businesses. There is a cut, not a hike. Small businesses with turnover under 100 million naira pay zero company tax. VAT on lands, buildings and rent is exempted, meaning no extra 7.5% charge there. Workers get relief too. Personal income tax deductions are lower, and there is a rent relief of up to 500,000 naira to low-income folks. Presidency clarified this in a detailed post, saying the law aimed to make housing cheaper, not more expensive. For instance, contractors can claim back VAT on materials, and there is no tax on selling your home. They stressed the act does not tax money in bank accounts or transfer for buying building materials. It doesn't introduce a 25% construction tax and is not delayed until 2027. It's already in place. They even advise people to check the facts. If anyone makes an alarming claim, ask them, where is it in the law? But why the mix-up? Some experts think Amaechi might have confused the 25% company income tax rate, which applies to not every payment, with something else. Or perhaps he's missing it with old VAT ideas. Whatever the case, this has fueled online debates on X. Users like, this isn't just about one video. It's part of bigger issues in Nigeria economy. Let's expand on that. Nigeria has one of the lowest tax to GDP ratios in Africa. That is around 10%. And the government wants to raise it to 18% by 2026 to fund roads, schools, and health without borrowing too much. But with inflation at over 30% last year and fuel prices high after subsidy removal, many Nigerians are struggling. Critics say the refund could still burden the middle class, even if small businesses are exempted. Related to this, there is ongoing talk about economic hardship. Remember the fuel subsidy removal in 2023. It led to protests, and now with taxes in focus, people worry about more price hikes. For example, if companies pay less tax overall, they might invest more, creating jobs. But if misunderstandings like Amaechi spread, it could cause panic buying or hiring rent as people primitively raise prices. Politically, this ties into the 2027 elections. President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda promised better times, but opposition figures like Peter Obi from the Labour Party and Atiku Abubakar from the PDP are already criticizing. Amaechi's comment echoes past rivalries. He was once close to Buhari but clashed with Tinubu. Could this be the start of opposition campaigns? Onanuga thinks so, calling it a foretaste of dirty tactics. We have also seen related stories. A House of Representatives committee recently confirmed some alterations of the tax laws after they were passed, raising questions about transparency. And there is a new National Tax Policy Implementation Committee led by Joseph to rule out the changes smoothly. But groups like the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria warn that without clear communications, reforms could hurt businesses. To add perspectives, let's think about how tax work elsewhere. In countries like South Africa, progressive taxes help reduce inequality. The rich pay more. Nigerians reform arm for that, with zero tax for earning under 200,000 naira monthly. But enforcement is key. Corruption in tax collection has been a problem. We've reached out to experts for views. A tax consultant we spoke to said, the laws are pro-growth, but public education is needed to avoid misinformation. An economist added, with Nigeria's debt at over 100 trillion naira, better taxes are essential, but they must be fair. As we wrap this up, this story shows how politics and economic mix in Nigeria. Amaechi warning has people talking, but facts from the presidency paint a different picture. What do you think? Is Amaechi onto something, or is this just election drama? Will these tax reforms really help everyday Nigerians or add more pressure? And how might this affect the 2027 polls? Could it swing votes against the APC? That's our deep dive for today on African Prime Report TV. We hope you watch till the end. Your time means the world to us. If the story resonates, hit like, share it with friends, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, liking, sharing, and commenting is the only way to support our platform and fuel our growth. Thank you so much for your amazing support. We are grateful for your every view. Don't forget to subscribe for more unbiased reports. Until next time, stay informed, stay safe, and keep the conversation going. This is African Prime Report TV. Peace.